Okay. We have a couple changes. Oh, let me turn down my music. I think that's okay. Okay. I still don't have chat. Why don't I have chat? Hello, everybody on Instagram. We got a couple people live now, and I need to get YouTube chat. See if I can't get that. I think I can see it now, but Magic Friday live stream. Where are you that it's Friday? It's Thursday. There, I think this will work now. I think I have all the chats. Sort of. I also moved my microphone, so I'm hoping that that works out okay. Ah, Frank's watching. Frank says it's good. How's the audio now? Okay, we have a couple of things we're doing today. Oh, the lenses. Both chats looking solid. Okay, good. Oh, we got questions already. Why, I don't understand this question. Why camera company 135mm focal length not have 1.2? Physics, that's why. It's very difficult, not difficult. You can make a 135mm with an f1.2 aperture, but it would be a huge lens. It's just not practical. I gotta remember where my frame is for Instagram. I think it's here-ish. Instagram gets completely cropped, so the people watching on YouTube, you see all the way out to here, but Instagram sees like here. So it's very truncated, thanks to 9:16. Thursday live stream, heck yeah. Yeah, we're trying it. We're trying to see if Thursday works better than Saturday. So I don't mean to bias the results, but go ahead and share this mod stream. Get other people in there, and if it works well, if people are available on Thursdays, we'll probably switch it to Thursdays. Instagram on laptop, I see everything. Really? Am I just not looking at it right? Maybe it's just because it's on. So on Instagram, you see all the way out to here on a laptop. That doesn't make sense. Why would it show that? I don't know. Frank, if you're still on there, check it on a non-iPhone, non-mobile device. I don't know. So this was one of the lenses we modded 2, if not 3 weeks ago, and I didn't have the correct screws at the time to convert it to PL. This was a Mamiya Sekor C 80mm f1.9 that was destined for PL mount. I just couldn't do it at the time. This one I hunted down. I have several other copies, all of which have a haze in the rear group, which is very common for this particular model. So I finally I had another good one. I don't need to run you guys through all the details, but that I no longer have that one. So I finally got another good copy that I can complete the mods on. And in addition to that, anybody that joined last weekend, I didn't open this specifically so that I could do it on stream, so you guys get the full experience. This was the lens that I bought on stream from Japan. Somebody had commented that people were like faking lenses being in Japan, but this lens definitely came from Japan, from Nagano. I don't mind showing the address. Everybody knows where Duclos Lenses is, so there you go. So we're going to open this on stream and see if I got ripped off or see if it's a decent lens. Downpour, just got some lenses back from your service. Your staff gave excellent customer. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. We take a lot of pride in our customer service. We're a very small company, so that's what we do. What else do I need here? Got my tweezers. All right. So this should be a Mamiya 210mm f3.5. I can't remember. It's going to be noisy, sorry. It's nice packaging. Very nice packaging. I don't even know which one's the top, which one's the bottom. Yeah, if somebody was trying to fake this lens being from Japan, they went through a lot of effort. Not only was it the DHL label was from Japan, all the packaging is in Japanese, so, and it's typical Japanese packaging. It's very well packaged. That's pretty good packaging. There's not a whole lot of protection right there, which is a little disappointing. The corners are great, nothing could touch it there, but that is not great. And that's right at the bottom of the box. Oh, this is all perfect. Oh, no it's not. Aha! Another typical Japanese touch. Thank you for your purchase. Please enjoy your camera life. If you have any problems with the item, etc., etc. Is that actually handwritten? No, it's printed. Very cool. I like that. So it does have an additional layer of bubble wrap, but this is all completely popped. So it's a little concerning. And it's got a pack of desiccant, also really, really appreciated. Little touches like that. Lucas. Hello, Lucas. Missed the last two, but we'll watch later. Working on some lenses right now. Nightmare 24-70 GM. Ooh, I would not want to work on that. And then some S4. Nice. That I would work on. Okay. There's desiccant. Love to see that. Right off the bat, the lens looks good. That is a very shoddy 3D printed cap. Not a great sign. It's actually not bad, but still, it's just not original. That's not original either. So both of those are add-ons. And there's no way I can tell if that was something that the previous owner did or if this seller just printed a new cap just to make it more valuable, more sellable. Trying to make sure my chat windows are visible here. Okay, there we go. So overall, just at first glance, it's in really good shape, which is exactly what the listing said. I think it said something like mint or near mint, which I never ever believe. So the mount looks pretty good. Almost no wear and tear. However, I do see signs of someone covering up wear and tear. So I can guarantee if I hit this with acetone, the marker or paint pen that they used to try and cover up that wear and tear is going to come right off. There it is. Instantly. So whoever was selling this either to me or to the eBay store, they knew that it had a little bit of just wear and tear. Something bad. It just doesn't photograph well in the listing, and it makes people think that it's worth less, but we can take all that off. Yeah, see? There's a lot of it. And there you go. You can see those little wear and tear marks. Normally I would call it brassing if it was on a brass mount, but the Mamiya Sekor mounts are all aluminum. So I won't call it brassing. What kind of light can you advise for D-yellow on Canon FD? I wouldn't advise a light. I would advise that you send it to Duclos lenses for proper D-yellowing, but you need a UV light that has the correct spectrum, the correct wavelength. And that's kind of a trade secret. I hope you guys can understand. I'm not going to just give away our techniques. Yes, this is a medium format Sekor C. So it was originally designed for the Mamiya 645 system. This one's a little different than the others because it doesn't have... Oh no, that is plastic, okay. All the CNs have this plastic rear section, whereas the regular Cs have a metal. And it is an N model, so 210 1.4N. So right off the bat, we could see some minor attempt at restoring it. I'll clean all that up later when I'm declicking it. Aperture looks good. I can also see, I don't know if this will show up on camera. Maybe it will. Right about there. If you look at the spanner slot that my tweezers are in, just the right angle, I gotta get it right there. You can see there's a big scratch right there. So somebody was servicing this lens and slipped with their spanner, causing that big gouge. And it's not on the other side, so they probably just didn't have their spanner adjusted correctly. But it doesn't look like it touched the glass, so I don't really care. It's just a cosmetic thing. How would a lens like this pair up with a small micro four thirds sensor? Fine. It would pair up fine. It would just be super telephoto on a micro four thirds sensor because of the crop factor. You would be taking, I mean, you could do the math what the equivalence would be, but it would be a very tight field of view on micro four thirds. Dustin, hi Matthew, do you think that your Sigma EF conversion for the PL is easily installed by the general owner op? I have some Sigma City lenses. Yeah. If you're comfortable with 6 or 8 screws, assuming you don't have the newer ones with the /I data, then yeah, it's just a couple screws. Generally speaking, you don't have to do the shims if it's already collimated well. And you can just swap them out, but it's still a good idea to perform collimation no matter what. But yeah, it's very doable. There's a guide on our website. If you go to the actual product page, I think it's on the right. How do I find that? Accessories, mount kits. Sigma Cine mount kit Canon EF. Yeah, on the right-hand side near the bottom, it says product guide, review the install guide. Just click on that link and it'll show you the whole process. I would just say review that, and if that looks like something you can do, go for it. We did design it to be user installable, so. Do you typically clean internal areas with acetone? Are you ever worried about off-gassing or other side effect? No. Yes, I do use acetone on internal surfaces, absolutely. I'm not worried about off-gassing because acetone evaporates almost instantly. I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're asking, but I would never worry about acetone off-gassing. They could have used aluminum black? Oh yeah, aluminum black. It's not aluminum black because it would have been a stain, more or less. This comes right off. I could tell it's like I think they used like a black paint pen. It's not Sharpie because Sharpie ends up turning purple. And this has a bit of a... It's not going to focus close enough. You know what? Actually, I did get the microscope working. Well, maybe not. Let's see if this works. I might have just broke it again. Nope. What am I doing here? There it is. I'll put it right in the center so that Instagram people can see. All right, here you go. What am I doing? So there's the edge of the mount, right there. See that lip? That lip on top of the anodized aluminum. Let's go this way. That's the paint pen. Right there. See that? That should not be there. Not only is it covering up the cosmetic flaws, but that will also affect the flange depth of the lens. So that's all going to come off right away. I'll show you the part that I already cleaned it off from. That's what they were trying to cover up. That's just typical wear and tear. It's not bad. It's just, you know, when the lens gets mounted and unmounted over and over, it just doesn't look great. So a lot of sellers will hit it with a paint pen or hit it with a Sharpie or something to try and cover it up. So there you go. Now I gotta turn that off. Where is it? There it is. So I'm not worried about it. It's pretty typical. I don't think that they were trying to deceive. They were just trying to get the most they could for this lens. And honestly, anybody that was watching on stream last weekend, you saw the price I paid for this. I think it was $100. Even if it did have that wear and tear, I still would have paid $100 for it. I think that was a very fair price, assuming there's no other major issues. I haven't even looked inside the lens yet, so we'll do that in a second once I get all this off. If this was a Nikon F lens and I was doing a EF conversion, I wouldn't care at all, because it's just going to get covered up. But the fact that the PL mount goes onto this surface makes a huge difference. Hey, Phil's back. I have another Mamiya that will need gears and PL soon. Still need to put gears on my 300. Yeah, that'll be nice. I think 210 is about as far as I'm going with my set. Hello, Damien. Welcome aboard. So, checking the actual... Oops. So the flocking looks great. Pretty happy with that. I don't think that's going to expose for you guys. And then the rest of the optics. I see one relatively large particle, but it's way in the corner. Probably wouldn't photograph. There's a little bit of a haze, but I believe that's on the very back element, so I'm not worried. And then I do see it looks like very, very early signs of fungus. It might just be cleaning marks left behind from servicing, because like I said, someone clearly took this front ring off and gouged it. I don't think this will show. Oh yeah, there you go, you can see it. Right at the very edge, right here on the glass. You see that cloudiness? It could just be leftover haze. It could be the very early signs, very beginning signs of fungus. Well, now I'm ruining my my sensor. Sorry. I don't know if that's going to show up on stream. But overall, this is pretty good. Focus feels good. I don't really care about the iris feel because I'm going to declick it and it'll feel great anyway. So I say we dive in, see what we see. No 200-2.8 apo. I don't know. Ooh, these are really snug. I would love the 200-2.8 apo. I don't... If I got it, it would strictly be to complete the set. I don't know how often I would actually use a 200-2.8 apo. This is an old feeling lens. They don't make them like they... No, they don't. That breakaway that you just heard, if you heard it, is a good sign. That means that these have thread locker in them, and it's probably original. Let's see if you hear it on this one. Ready? There. Did you hear that? That's a great, satisfying sound. Facecam froze. Thanks for the tip. At least I wasn't making a stupid face. There we go. Do you worry about cross-contamination from lens with fungus coming in? Oh yeah, absolutely. If we receive a lens that has bad fungus, it gets isolated. I'm not worried about a little lens like this that I personally own. Ooh yeah, this definitely had thread locker in it. Okay. I love this linkage. I'll let you guys see it a little closer. It's so over-engineered, it's not necessary, but it's cool. And I'll never use this. This is the automatic manual function. I'll never use it, because I'm never going to use it on an automatic Mamiya camera. So far so good. Nothing looks out of place. Nothing looks particularly worn or abused. Have you ever seen the XP Image PL adapter speed booster to Mamiya? Yes, I think it was mentioned in the Mamiya user group on Facebook. I forget what the group is actually called. It's like Mamiya for video. We had been posting stuff in there super early on, which I kind of regret because some of our designs were just completely ripped off. But it's still a cool community. This one's stubborn. There we go. Not as much thread locker as I was expecting. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It's pretty clean. And lubrication looks original, which is surprising. I shouldn't say surprising. The screws didn't look damaged at all. The thread locker felt original, so I should have expected as much. Ripped off, but not as yeah. The copies of ours were made out of aluminum, whereas ours were made from stainless steel. So I'll agree with you there. For those new to medium format glass, one of the best features of the lens mount is they're strong and rigid enough for hard PL. Yeah, it's true. Mechanics are fairly good. In the case of the Sekor Cs, yeah, absolutely. These lend themselves very well to cinema work because they're fully manual. They don't have an integrated shutter system. They're just really good, straightforward, simple lenses. Which camera will you be mounting this to? In the case of these, it's going to go between a variety of RED cameras and then a Sigma FP. So I'll use a PL to L adapter. I have the kip on with the speed booster in it. If I'm being really honest, and I think I've said this on the stream previously, I don't really like the image that comes out of the kip on. I almost prefer these just straight onto the FP. I think the Sekor C lenses have just the right character all on their own. I don't think that a speed booster is necessary. Phil, when you're using yours, do you use them with a speed booster or just straight onto whatever camera you're using? Nice watch, thank you. Thank you, Frank. Very fond of my Swatch Omega. That's one of the only downsides to doing the stream during the week. You guys can hear the door chime right there. Ready? When I do the weekend stream, it's just me in the building and maybe one or two other people. But it's just a normal work day. So all the technicians are coming and going. DHL is dropping off right now. Yeah, so everyone's here, everyone's active. Yeah, this is pretty clean. The tape gun, because they're packaging stuff up to go back to customers. Any of you that send lenses into us know what that's like. We're very proud of how well we package stuff going back to customers. Now we got a little staining here. I didn't see that before. I don't know if this will focus close enough. Right there. Just some staining in the anodizing. Nothing terrible. It's not going to affect anything. Just look great. Wait, I missed your answer, Phil. One of the reasons I went this route with generous covering lenses is to avoid cat's eye bokeh. Oh, okay. I usually use them with no focal reducer. Good. Focal reducer, speed booster improves MTF center frame, but worsens out to edge. I would actually argue that, Phil. I can throw it on the MTF bench here. I don't think it'll improve the MTF at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure it will reduce the MTF score. Yeah, whatever that staining is, it's on there good. But like I said, I'm not worried about it. It's just cosmetic. Do you have a dream lens you'd like to own, or do you already have them all? I don't own a whole lot of lenses. I mean, you could consider the stuff that we stock here, but I don't own any of those. Those are for other people to buy. I guess the most logical way to look at it from that perspective is that I have access to every lens I would want to use. But I don't own them. No, I think I don't have a dream lens that... You know how they say never meet your heroes? My dream lens used to be the Kubrick lens, and I had my hands on a couple different copies, and I can confidently say now that I would never want to own that lens. I would never use it. It was not a good lens. Practically speaking, practically or professionally. All right, so this just needs like a, don't bind up coating of lubrication. Doesn't need anything special. Pretty much just where you see those wear patterns, just to prevent it from sticking. Can't even see the linkage down there. I could feel... Oh, you know what? I didn't lubricate this at all. That's why. That's better. I could still use a little more. I'll probably add some more. Does Duclos have lens inventory beyond what's online if a customer is looking for something particular? Yes and no. We have some oddball things here and there. We've always avoided buying and selling used lenses because a lot of our really, really good customers are used equipment brokers, and we leave that to them and we do the service. But we've been thinking about doing sort of a garage sale type. Actually, there's I don't know, I forget when it is. There's a Cine swap that happens at Vault Rentals here in LA. And we love going to that. It's really fun. So we'll bring a bunch of random stuff to that, but whatever doesn't sell there, we'll probably start, we'll probably start an eBay store to just kind of get rid of old random stuff that we have lying around. But if there's something specific you're looking for, drop us a message for sure. So lenses are only as good as their project. Yeah, I've been saying that for years. There's no such thing as a bad lens. There's just different lenses for different projects. Ah, thank you, Frank. August 17th, Cine Swap. It's at Vault Rentals. So if you're in LA, it's a really cool event. A bunch of different vendors show up and you can get stuff for like pennies on the dollar. It's just a way for like us and rental houses and equipment manufacturers to like offload stuff, maybe stuff like open box or less than perfect items. It's just fun. It's a good casual event. I don't know if there's a link, but to just give that a Google. Cine Swap Vault Rentals. Living in NC, North Carolina? Yeah, whatever we don't move there, we'll probably end up putting on our eBay store. So keep an eye on that. I'm sure that I'll talk about that on the stream if we end up doing that. So you'll find out one way or another. I keep neglecting Instagram chat, so sorry. Joining late, this looks like a Canon still lens. Nope, it's a Mamiya. Oh, I didn't update my text. I apologize. That's my bad. Sekor, what is this? 210mm Sekor C. What's the aperture? 2.9? 2.8? A 4. I was way off. Is that gonna ruin my text thing? Oh no, that worked perfect. Cool. It cuts off the bottom, so it looks like it says Mamiya. Maybe I can change that. Height. That didn't fix it at all. Oh geez, now I ruined it. Well, you get the idea. Oh, I know how to solve it. I'll just put it on in all caps. Ready? Boom. Mamiya 210. Oh, you guys also get the phone ringing. So if somebody calls the office right now, you'll see how long the delay is. It's also risky. If someone pages me, it'll just blurt it out and the entire stream will hear it. Where should I start if I want to learn more about lens design? If you want to learn about lens design, let's see if I can copy and paste a link. There you go. I don't know if you can click on it in the app, but there's a link to our bookstore. I would always recommend that being the first place you start. Specifically, I'd start with the Cine Lens manual. It's a very sort of high level view of Cine lenses in general. Oh, I did not clean this part. Shoot. It's not necessarily going to go into optical design specifics, but you kind of have to understand what we're all doing here before you can consider designing a lens. So I would start with that, and then I would move into some of the other books there that we have on optical design. That's all very loose. I don't think that anybody could design a functioning lens after just reading books. It kind of requires some formal education. I take that back. These days with software, it's not hard to design any given lens, a basic lens. There's a lot of intricacies, wow, I butchered that word, that would require higher education, but just a basic lens, yeah, you could open up Zmax and pump out a lens pretty easily. Alright, let's try that again. Any events coming up aside from the Cine swap? Oh, Frank's trying to get me to do my duty and plug events. So today, I don't know if you can still RSVP, but again, if you're in the LA area, we're hosting an event with Zeiss at their building in Sherman Oaks. I think that's at 6 p.m. It's like 6 to 9 or something like that. Specifically talking about the nano primes. So that should be some good fun. And then aside from that, again, I'm not sure where you could RSVP for it, but we're doing a Cook event at Cook's Place in Burbank, focusing on SP3s. That, I want to say, is on the 14th of August. Frank will correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the 14th of August, and then the Cine swap is the 17th of August, I believe. I love experimenting with lens design stuff. It's just fun and messing with. Yeah, it's absolutely fun. Especially if you have something like ZMax and you can just, like, there's no cost to tinkering with designs, and you can just do it all in software and, you know, just play with it. It's always fun. Once you get into actually manufacturing practical components, it's infinitely more fun because you get to see things come to life, but it's also infinitely more expensive. Once you're making prototypes and actually manufacturing pieces, it's equal parts exciting and terrifying, because you know if you mess up one little piece, you're wasting thousands or tens of thousands. It's back to square one. I think my education in industrial design helps, but cool. Yeah, if you already have a background in mechanical design, that's half the battle right there. You know, optical design is one thing. Optomechanical design is a whole other thing. And if you have the mechanical side of optomechanical, you're in a good place. All right, this is not right. I used the wrong slot. There we go. That's better. Once again, I know you guys can't hear this or can't feel this, but the fact that you can't hear anything is great. It feels perfect. But I did just skip my ring out of its slot. There we go. Now it's back in there. Have you been hands-on with the nano primes? Any insight to how they compare with other Zeiss lenses? Yes, I've been very hands-on with those. Insight to how they compare with other Zeiss lenses. I would say they're very similar to Supreme primes. I would say they are, in my opinion, a better solution all around than the CP3s. But I also know that it's hard to compare those because you can never get a nano prime in PL mount. So the CP3s and the Supremes, they still have their own purpose. They still have a unique purpose. They have a unique place in the Zeiss lineup. But if you're on a mirrorless camera and you're looking for a high speed, like just a solid go-to prime, I think the nanos are rock solid. As far as intercutting, they'll work great with Supreme. They'll work fine with CP3. I think they would be easier to intercut with Supreme just because the specs are much more similar. And nano primes and Supreme primes are both a true Cine lens, meaning they're designed as a Cine lens. Whereas the CP3, it's just sort of repurposed optics. I just finished a CNC machining school, slowly on my way to design a first lens. Nice. Designed a bunch of mods, but no actual rehousing yet. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of Cine lenses and designing lenses is you could have the most talented optical designer in the world, but if it's a terrible mechanical design, what good is it? Nope, that's wrong. There we go. Oh no, that was right. Also, mechanical engineering dropout back at it slowly. There you go. I mean, if you've got the background in mechanical design and you're now learning CNC, that's, you know, combined, that's 50% of what you need to know. Nope, I lost my linkage. I know why I can't see it great. My light got moved. Oh, I'm bright. I'm really bright. That's way far in there. barely see the linkage down there. But it's there. Okay. There it is. Now it caught. And we're in manual, so we're good. Wait, where? What did I just do? Okay. We good. I actually didn't, I just let go of the linkage. I didn't get the PL mount for this, but I think I can rob it from the other one that I was going to do, the 80 mil. I think. Yeah, I just undid my connection. Bummer. I had it perfectly lined up. Okay, I'm not letting go this time. Actually, I might have to because I don't know where my holes are now. Now I don't have to hold it constantly. Let me make sure that works. We're in manual. Full travel. Yep. We good. And if I go to automatic, not that I should ever need it, but it should disable. Yep. There we go. Perfect. But that means I'll have to go grab another PL mount now for the 80 millimeter that we're going to finish up. All right. Yeah, see, this is the difference. Somebody else was asking. The stainless steel PL mount goes a long way. I'll probably still have to shim this lens later on, but I don't usually do that on stream because I have to run back and forth between the collimator, so it's not super interesting. that fell right in. What happened there? That's not good. Oh, I know what I did. Minor adjustment. There, that's better. Nope, same thing. That hole must be stripped or tapped or something. Or am I grabbing the wrong screws? Okay, so that also will get finished up later. That's puzzling. Okay, that's that. I'll slap the gear on it and yeah, those three, for whatever reason, the holes in our sub mount aren't, they're not grabbing, the screws aren't grabbing. Oh no. Oh, I screwed that up big time. That's not gonna fit. So I gotta undo everything I did. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if it'll fit over this nubbin if I undid everything I already did. Well, so we'll have to cut a new focus gear for it. That's all right. So this is as far as this one's gonna get today. But I do want to finish up the 80mm. Actually, since that all has to come off anyway, I will rob this lens of its PL mount. And while I'm doing that, I can check those screw holes. Yeah, that looks bigger. I think this might have been machined incorrectly. Oh, I just released my linkage again. Oh well. That won't fit over there, will it? Nope, all of that has to come off. These all seem fine. I'm not sure what the issue was. Alright, so that goes there. We'll deal with you later. Back to this guy. Yeah, this one has a lot more wear and tear. But it was also covered up even less carefully than the 210. I think this one just had Sharpie all over it. Even that's not long enough. What's going on here? Yeah, this is gonna have to be like a 16 millimeter. Yeah, no dice. Or you know what? This might just be the wrong thread size. Okay, so no PL conversions today. Not even. Yeah, that's just the wrong thread size. No big deal. So that one's done as well, which is actually not a bad thing because we're right at an hour. Alex says, oh, Safety, hey, amazing music. What's your favorite album for lens tech work? I couldn't possibly use the music I actually listen to because I get copyright stricken from YouTube. But it completely varies. It completely depends on my mood. Sometimes it's classical, sometimes it's jazz, sometimes it's electronic. I don't have one album. I don't even have one genre for mods or for lens work. I would say though, if I'm like trying to specifically be in the zone and not bothered, it's probably going to be some form of, you know, electronic techno style. So glad to see Mamiya Sekor C can be converted to PL. Seems to be one of the only vintage photo lenses. Yeah, that's one of the other huge benefits to the Sekor Cs is they can very easily be converted to PL, which makes them very appealing to cinematographers. It's kind of a perfect storm. They can be converted to PL. They're fully manual. They're super small and super light. The image circle's massive, so you never have to worry about coverage. There's almost no downside to them, aside from the fact that the prices are going up and up and up. Okay, so I'll probably end it there. I think we're still doing the mod stream this Saturday. I believe we'll have some Leica Rs, so tune in again on Saturday. Duclos Spotify. Yeah, that would be a really good idea, Frank. We'll do a Lens Tech playlist. I should work on that. Yeah, I will work on that. That's a good idea. All right, thank you guys again for joining. Like I said, tune in Saturday. We're trying to weigh the audience between Thursday and Saturday. So we're going to be looking at all those stats, and then we'll decide from there. Cool. See you this weekend.